Are you frustrated trying to get the BRP navigation system working on your new Sea-Doo? Maybe your BRP app won't connect. Maybe your maps won't download. Or maybe you just spent thousands of dollars on a brand new Sea-Doo and still can't figure out how to use the 10.25-inch touchscreen. Over the last few months, I've had a ton of comments asking how to properly set up the navigation system and especially how to download maps. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step. I picked up my new 2026 Sea-Doo 325 back in February, and after more than 17 engine hours riding and testing this machine, I've already figured out a lot more than most owners probably have. And if you're new to this channel, I also have videos covering full long-term reviews, stereo upgrades, beginner riding tips, my favorite accessories, and my top upgrades for the 2026 Sea-Doo 325. I'm also starting a new series reviewing popular jet ski lakes across the US from the perspective of riding a Sea-Doo, and the first lake review I'm working on right now is Keystone Lake here in Oklahoma. So if you enjoy Sea-Doo content, jet ski reviews, upgrades, accessories, and riding locations, make sure to subscribe because I've got a lot more videos coming soon. First, let's start with a quick overview of the new 10.25-inch touchscreen system, because honestly, this is one of the biggest upgrades on the new 2026 Sea-Doo 325. This screen gives you access to navigation, music controls, riding information, system settings, and a lot more. And once you get everything set up correctly, it actually works really well. One thing I really like having is the navigation map directly in front of you while you're riding. It makes exploring new lakes a lot easier. You can also control your music directly from the screen, which is really convenient if you have upgraded speakers or an aftermarket stereo. One feature I noticed that's actually pretty cool is the screen automatically changes into dark mode as it gets later outside. It looks especially nice during sunset rides. One thing I don't like though, the touchscreen mostly stops responding while you're driving. You usually have to slow way down or stop before the touchscreen works again. But Sea-Doo added these controls on the handlebars so you can still navigate through menus while riding. Once you get used to them, they actually work pretty well. Okay guys, so you notice it does say on there, use built-in GPS. That's because we're gonna need to connect the cable. Here's the new cable. I'm gonna add a link to this cable. You can get it on Amazon. Make sure you get the data cable instead of just a standard charger cable. That's what makes it work. So with that cable, we're just simply gonna connect that into the phone. Open the BRP app on the phone. It's gonna think for a minute. On the app up here, it says connected to your phone, connecting. Now we've got our maps. On the phone, it does say successful connection. The screen does go pretty black, so you're not able to see out here in the sunlight. Then I'm simply gonna tuck this away. That's why I wanted to go with the shorter cable. Otherwise, you're having to tuck this entire cable into here because you wanna seal that up in case you flip the ride. When your phone is connected, this is when you unlock all the full navigation features. You can search for points of interest, use detailed navigation, and even add your friends and other riders using the BRP app. That's actually really useful if you ride with the group because you can quickly locate everyone out on the lake. But honestly, I personally don't leave my phone connected all the time. It works great, but plugging in the cable every single ride can become kind of a hassle. And that's exactly why downloading offline maps directly onto the Sea-Doo is such a good option. Instead of connecting the cord, I found another way. So here's what I did. I went into preferences. You scroll down to maps, go to Wi-Fi. I actually connected it through my iPhone. So anyway, it'll connect through my iPhone, and then I downloaded the map for my state and went back, gave it a little bit of time. It did take about 15 minutes to download with the connection I'm getting here on the lake, and then the map was there. This way you can still use navigation even when your phone isn't connected. Here's what the downloaded maps look like once they're installed. This works really well if you mainly want simple navigation without constantly dealing with the phone cable. But there is one important thing to understand. When using offline downloaded maps, you won't have access to friend tracking, live points of interest, or some of the other connected BRP app features. So there's definitely a trade-off. If this video helped you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe because I've got a lot more Sea-Doo content coming soon. So if you enjoy Sea-Doo reviews, upgrades, accessories, lake reviews, drone footage, and riding content, you definitely are going to want to stick around. And if you want to see all the gear and accessories I personally use with every ride, check out my gear page linked below. I'll put links to the exact data cable, accessories, cameras, drone gear, mounts, and everything else I personally use. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.